You know, some might take offense to this. Some might even view this announcement as internet-breaking drama, but you know, we really just can't ignore and pretend it isn't happening. They say you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all the time. Did he really think that he'd get away with this? Did he really believe we wouldn't notice? You won't see what's been going on, right? Like right in front of our eyes. Ask yourself, why does Jack the NPC look so much like Seth Skorkowsky? Does anyone really believe that's just a coincidence? Are they brothers? Did he have a twin? And all those other strange people hanging around with him. You might not realize it until you freeze frame and use an advanced facial recognition program like I did, but now that I see it, it just seems so obvious. Seth Skorkowsky is multiplying. It's like he has magical powers to manifest multiple personas. How could anyone do that unless they were an ancient god living among us? Yeah, see? He didn't think we'd figure this out, but please tell me I'm not the only one seeing this. So why isn't anyone saying something? You see this? Yeah. Looks like an ordinary adventure module from the 80s, doesn't it? But it's so much more than that. This was the final clue that opened my eyes. This was the catalyst for the epiphany that unlocked the mystery hiding in plain sight. Like some Lovecraftian protagonist, I nearly failed my sanity check when I saw this in his video. What I'm talking about is difficult. It's difficult to hear, but I can't keep this to myself. If you're new here, I'm Aten, and this is We Love TTRPGs. We begin all of our monster videos by discussing the real-world lore behind the legends, and today, I have to expose one of the most powerful entities I've ever covered. And though this puts me at considerable risk, I feel like I have a duty to reveal what I've discovered. To truly understand what I'm talking about, we must go back to a time before the internet, back to the Temple Wall prophecy. Now, Aten was the name of the ancient Egyptian solar disk, a form of the sun god Ra. And while most people, understandably, don't spend their evenings perusing ancient tomes by candlelight in darkened tombs, they may not realize the name Seth isn't just the third son of Adam and Eve. It's also the Greek rendering of Set, the Kemetian god of storms, war, chaos, and death, brother to Osiris, Isis, and Horus the Elder, uncle to Horus the Younger, and in many legends, the consort of the hippo-headed goddess who presided over childbirth and fertility. Set is a god of contradictions, creator and destroyer, villain and protector, misunderstood by history, and maybe, just maybe, reincarnated in a trench coat and fedora, with dice in one hand and a traveler adventure in the other. Seth is a name that has echoed through time, hiding in plain sight, waiting. It's as if mighty Seth is taunting us to our faces, reveling in his alternate personas, crafting magical manifestations to flaunt his ancient powers, just as he has done through the ages, mocking us mortals with clever disguises to conceal his true identity. But now, with the advent of social media, platforms like YouTube, he's rebuilding his cult, and we can no longer just pretend that this isn't happening. He's rebuilding his cult, overturning the social order, because Seth is threatening to make people smarter. By sharing arcane knowledge and hard-earned truths, he's helping GMs find their confidence. He bravely provides quality gaming insights that risk halting humanity's hideous march towards idiocracy. You know, I still remember a telemarketing job I had as a teenager, a very long time ago. My manager told me, people can hear you smiling over the phone. And that's true. You don't have to see someone to know when they're smiling, to feel their excitement, their presence, their passion. And that's just one of the many things that we all love about Seth Skorkowsky. I often have his videos playing while I paint miniatures, and you can hear him smiling. You can hear his joy, his love of storytelling, his deep respect for the games we all cherish. In August of 2024, I shared a list of video ideas in my community's official Discord. There's a join link down below if you want to, come hang out with us. One of them was a 2-part series called If I Am Your DM, focusing on Session 0 and Session 1. Then, as sometimes happens in the dungeontuber sphere, Session 0 videos started popping up all over the place. So I decided to push mine back. And a few months later, Seth released his Session 0 video. It was exactly what I had planned. Like, get out of my head, man. I had to wear tinfoil for weeks. I was constantly peeking out my window to see if there was a van with a little radar parked outside tapping into my subconscious as I slept. His video was great, thoughtful, clear, enthusiastic, and hit all of the points I had hoped for. In science, this is called multiple discovery, or simultaneous invention, when different people come up with the same ideas independently. And in our hobby, where inspiration is deep but not infinite, it's bound to happen. Seth didn't just make a great video, he reminded us all of his depth, his wisdom, and his experience. Seth has repeatedly proven that none of us need to chase clickbait. We don't need to manufacture outrage. With intelligence, perseverance, and integrity, you can grow on YouTube. Passion, intelligence, and genuine love for the hobby will shine through, as it does in all of his videos. He's living proof that you can teach without screeching, that you can lift the community through calm, kindness, generosity, and an unmistakable love of games. So thank you, Seth, for sharing your love of storytelling, for walking us through the adventures, for making us laugh, for reminding us that the game isn't just about rolling dice. It's about the people at the table, and for doing it all with that unmistakable smile we can all hear. Now, I don't give out a public list of favorite dungeon tubers because, once you do that, it becomes a popularity contest, and that's not what this is about. However, I'll tell you this, if there was a fantasy football league for dungeon masters, we'd all want Seth Skorkowsky in our lineup every single time. Lastly, I had this video planned months ago and then life happened, health issues. Then Seth was nominated for an ENnie, and I wanted to get this out to help him, to help promote him. But again, health issues prevented me. But now, thanks to many of you supporting my GoFundMe campaign, I'm not in the worst of health at the moment. So please join me in congratulating Seth for his Silver ENnie Award. While I truly believe that every single nominee is a winner, I'm so happy to see Seth recognized for everything he brings to this amazing community. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll take the time to congratulate Seth.